first. Hi everyone. Metaphysical Mama. I got a jumper ready. High Priestess. A little bit of a glare. Hopefully you can all see that okay. Anybody else feeling the energies pretty rambunctiously? I want a little calming energy. In the bottom of the deck we got the Sun card. This is a Starman Tarot deck. I love this deck. David Bowie. So I'm just coming on quick. I know I'm not going to be able to record long because my phone never lets me record long. Just trying to squeeze one in. Way too many spirits. The energy's so excited and jumpy. Okay, so what do we have? 3 of Swords, 8 of Swords, and Prince of Swords. That's a lot of swords. So it's probably, yeah, Dark Night of the Soul. So much glare, sorry. Feeling kind of stuck and trapped in self. Feather. There's an eagle. There's a face like yelling in the other ear. It's like the Bronze Man. There's so much to these cards. Feeling entrapped in a hole. Ancient knowledge, questions. Do you create or not? It's like sitting and pouting. And he has the paint right in front of him to create, right? Which is kind of, I think, too, where we're all at. I am anyhow, right? I feel that way, like creative sparks coming up, which is why I'm able to make a video. And I'm always creating. It's just I'm not always able to present what I'm creating in a manner I would like to. Right, feeling kind of entrapped. But it's also like a growth process, so I really respect it. So it's like death and rebirth. This is, you know, nurturing ourselves is important. That's part of the divine feminine. Being creative, so eventually when we do start to love ourselves more after, you know, because we're really coming out of such an intense period of time for such a long time, so it takes a lot to transition out of all of this. You know, patience is really a key. And then we have Princess of Swords. Kind of makes me think like coming to conquer, getting all the thoughts organized and creative into a flow. I haven't read the I also mean a little much, but it seems to me like it's like getting it together, creating, and finally, you know, having some kind of format. That's been a keyword for me in the last couple of days. I have so many ideas, but I have a hard time putting things into format. I'm okay floating around, right? Airy, even though I'm a Taurus earth sign. I'm Aquarius moon, and I'm Sagittarius rising, and I'm right on the cusp of Gemini, my sun sign. So I have to have someone that knows better do my chart eventually, like Mike or Mama Maru, someone that's gonna be able to intricately explain it to me. I just get the the stuff that falls out of the cosmos. Mama cuckoo over here. So this was the first card that came out, High Priestess. which is such a beautiful card in this deck. So let's see if I can, excuse me, and the scratchy throat thing, I have my tea here too. Has seemed to have been a theme at my throat chakra, so I don't know if anyone else is feeling that. And it's been absolute zombie apocalypse and little fires blowing up everywhere. And so patience again, I think, is key. And you know, just keep swimming. This is a lot of give yourself credit. Most important, we beat ourselves up the most, so it's so important to like give yourself a break and really love yourself and give yourself those moments to you know, allow yourself to connect with Holy Spirit and divine and nature and your creative energy, your nocturnal energy, right? That's nighttime when you go into the dark. So yeah, you know, very important to honor self. That's a lot of what Dark Night of the Soul, rebirth, death and rebirth, letting go of what no longer serves us, to allow and make room for new, right? So many things we can do, right? The choice is yours. So we can always change, changing our direction of thought when we start to get stuck in negative thinking. I always say stinking thinking, and I'm not the only one that says that. You know, it's an old term. And stinking thinking produces toxins. So then we're carrying disease, we're at discord. And we wonder why we don't feel good. And then if we're not eating healthy and eating quick processed food, fast food still, if you I'm not sure if you know who's into that still. On occasion, I can still indulge in something, but generally not really too often. I don't feel good if I do, so I don't really like to not feel good. And it's you know, the energies are so intense that I have all I can do to deal with, you know, all the new stuff coming in and just constantly shedding. Excuse me, and changing, right, my thought and my perception, and right, not grabbing onto any one perception or way of thinking too tightly, or anything I think I thought, or because yeah, generally it doesn't end up going that way. Or you know, if I hold on to something too tight, I mess it up. So I can put you know, manifesting is so tricky, and I'm still learning. So I think it's like more about really just having fun. There's a lot of frustrations about you know, around the way, but what fun would it be if it was all perfect? You know, the harder and the more challenging, you know, and adversity and etc. that we go through, I mean, the more I feel like the more I have to learn and humble myself and, you know, be excited to be open-minded and childlike, because there is so much I don't know. So when I come from that perception, I'm coming from that open-minded perception where I'm allowing new things, seen and unseen, to present themselves naturally, while at the same time learning to create healthy boundaries as I go even more so, and still be fluid. It's such a tricky combination of things. You know, electromagnetic energy, understanding energy, comprehending, right, all this stuff. It's really quantum physics and quantum mechanics. So it's really and astrophysics and astrotheology, and right, all these terms. But it's you know, it's like I can comprehend a lot of these things, and then it's like, anyhow, another video. But right, there's so much intricate things, but then it's also so simple. So it's like, I don't know if anyone's heard of the acronym KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. KISS. And my name's Sarah, so I can alternate that word often. I do, and giggle, because it's like either way it works on occasion. I can laugh at myself. I don't mind, ever. So I'll laugh at myself first, absolutely, all the time. I do it all the time. So, you know, keep laughing, keep smiling, keep giggling, keep climbing, keep swimming, and I think my time's about to run out on my video, per usual. So, I'm sure you can look this up, though. Or you can maybe pause it, because it's a lot to read. I don't know if I'll be able to get to all of that. I can try. If it cuts me off, I gave you the pages. The High Priestess. I offer up the mysteries of life. The High Priestess is the guardian of the mysterious, subtle, and deeper aspects of life that are not visible or obvious. She has command of the esoteric knowledge and sacred wisdom that are part of the collective unconscious. Items we are unaware even exist. Lilith energy. Associated with the moon and the wellspring of life and movement lurking in the deep dark waters. Excuse me. She embodies deepest innate wisdom, the knowledge and wisdom of Mother Nature. As the keeper of your unconscious, she sits at the liminal boundary between what you are aware of and the vast spectrum of the unseen inner realms. Traditionally conceived as the passive, receptive feminine, calmly waiting for life to unfold, she manifested for me as this powerful force of nature, which journeys between the visible and the invisible. Part diva, part shaman. Her clothes are adorned with snakes, which from a Celtic perspective are symbolic of secret knowledge, cunning and transformation, and points to the High Priestess. Shape-shifting energy and utilizing energy that is unseen. She is pictured crouching, streaks of lightning shooting from her fingertips, as if to emphasize the two pillars, B, Boaz, completion, and J, Jashin, Beijing. Excuse me if I didn't pronounce those properly. From Solomon's temple in Jerusalem, formed an abstract typography with both meanings woven together. Her language is similarly abstract and often vague, with many symbolic and metaphoric references requiring patience to decode. We're just seeing. Let's see. She signals the need to journey within, paying attention to your dreams and visions, sensing their relevance, while acknowledging their synchronicities and the symbols and events that appear in your physical world. Synchronicity time. Listen to the powerful stirrings of your intuition, your gut feelings. You already possess the most powerful guidance system in the entire universe. And then you have to combine the gut with the heart chakra. Otherwise, we're so imbalanced. And all of it, and above and below. The High Priestess invites you to be still, to meditate, to explore the mystery of life, witnessing the mind and becoming more aware of your feeling nature. As the feminine receptive principle, she perfectly balances the masculine desire to shape and master the physical world by calling us to reflect deeply on that which actively stirs our hearts. The High Priestess, otherworldly and sensual, with a whole body intelligence, indicates this shift in context. How the providence of embodying a vastly new way of being, rebirth, when combined with the masculine, active, worldly principle of the magician. We're so there right now, right? March 1st. March on! It's March 1st for the record here anyhow. Can release immense power, knowledge, and goodness into the world. Out of the soil that was your old life, your old way of being, believing, and reacting to the world, a new form and its expression can germinate. Choose that this is a benevolent reality, a kind universe, and let the seeds of your potential naturally blossom. Cheers. Let's see. High Priestess, trust your intuition. Listen to your inner guides. Understand yourself better. Listen to the music of the universe. Allow creative ideas to germinate. I'm not going to read the reversed because it didn't come that way. And the other thing, the ones that applied to before that, let's see. So here we had the High Priestess. This was the first card that came out. And we had the Sun on the bottom of the deck. So there's a lot of, right, Uranian currents and Schumann resonance and solar flares and corona ejection, what are they called? Mass ejections going on. There's so much going on. We're getting hit with so much radiation. So, alright, we're all having these coming out of like hibernation and death and getting zapped with the corona in the crown, upside down. I'm out of time. Peace, one love.